I think Stabby actually went off on localization. She's got a great take on it, but but basically, I guess what started off was, we all found the Capcom job listing, and this is where they were. I know you can't pull up the tab, but what was always
I did have the tab ready.
What people always suspected was there was an agenda in localization, and the Capcom job listing pretty much confirmed it and put it out there. Yes, we want localization to change characters. Yes, we want localization to change story and gameplay even. And we're all doing this because we need to be more inclusive, and that's actually more important than the artistic intent. They put it in the same sentence. We want to preserve the context of the game, but anytime there's the but, you know what's coming. But we have to change it.
That's where it should end, though, is right there. We want to preserve the context of the game.
Yeah, and I want to point out
that's where it should end, right there.
It should, but it doesn't. And I'll tell you what's going on. People think that it's the Japanese company sending, Capcom sending Japan, sending stuff to Capcom USA, but it's not. They have an Osaka headquarters, and in that headquarters, they have a team of Western localizers, and it is this team that is basically controlling everything that studio outputs, as well as what that studio, the Japanese execs, think of the Western market. Because and I have confirmation of this, and this is what I'm going to talk about more tomorrow on Twitter, but what's going on is that when the Japanese execs have questions about what the Western market wants, they don't go to somebody else. They go to these very left-leaning localizers in Osaka, and they listen to what they have to say, and they think that's what the Western market wants. And that is leading them into a very disastrous situation.
You think they'd be smarter about that? That's a lot of power just to give like that little group. And they're telling them well, we see the results of it, but that's really unfortunate. I didn't know that until you were talking about that on Twitter the other day, that they're in Osaka.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
They are, and
I weep for the future of like Devil May Cry and Street Fighter. Man, they're gonna ruin Chun-Li and Cammy.
Yeah, I don't know what's
covered up like in a hijab, for God's sakes. You'll see it happen.
I was surprised.
This is why I said it's going to take 2 years.
Outfit.
Because you haven't seen. You've seen it in Hollywood. You've seen the woke DEI stuff in Hollywood. It takes time for that to get into games because of the longer dev cycles. That's why I'm saying 2 years. Watch what comes out of these gaming studios and don't buy it if they're weak characters and they're more politics than game.